over here, young fella.
Are you kidding me?
Get the ball like this, and you're dribbling, and you're looking at your man, and then you break. And once he goes the other way, that's when you know you got somebody.
Francis, what a shot!
You know, it's basically he's in fear the whole time that he's guarding me because he doesn't have a clue what's going on. It's basically like walking in the dark.
Oh, what a hole by Marbury!
Bring it, big fella. Show me what you got.
Quite a playground move right there. Skip to Malou was his nickname in Queens, New York, growing up.
It's the way you rock him, with the way you throw him to make him go one way or think you're going one way and you know you're not. But I also think this is how the person stumbles too.
He ended up on his backside.
All eyes on us. Yeah. Roll it up. How we doing this? Bossed up. Yeah. I be doing this. All eyes on us. I be doing this. Come on. Throw your hands up. Follow me now.
And there's a beautiful pass by Steve Nash. Can you believe that pass? Tony Parker putting on his show tonight again.
It's just you and a man, and he don't know what you're going to do. So to break him down and the crowd go wild, it's a great feeling.
Killer crossover from Dwayne Wade. Quick on the crossover. Lingerie. Lingering on that one.
Sometimes somebody may stumble back, sometimes they stumble to the side, sometimes they fall down. I think a lot of people underestimate the stumble.
A crossover that could have broken an ankle. What a crossover by Allen Iverson. Do you love this game?
Yes, y'all, this is Common, and this is the NBA Street Series Ankle Breakers Volume 2. We at the infamous West 4th in New York, where people known to break ankles. Y'all know what ankle breaking is, right? That's when somebody might have their handle and they take you to the right, and then they cross you over to the left, and you still up on the right, you lost somewhere. And they known up here to break people's ankles, but they say the best ankle breakers is in the league, in the NBA. So we're about to check out that right now. We got some greats on here on Volume 2. But first, let's check out a blast from the past. We go check out last year's class, all right?
With vision comes all of those things that comes with breaking people down. You just see the game totally different than everyone else.
That's what makes me who I am. That's what got me here. But at the same time, it's just some more of a, I know when to do it and who I'm throwing it to thing.
Boy, that was some nifty footwork and ball handling by Jay Will.
I always, have the ability to handle the ball. Every time I step in between the lines, I take pride, just in my game.
McGrady demanding the ball. Wants to take on Carter. Comes up shooting and scoring.
That's the way I was taught to play. That's the way I'm the most effective, breaking the defense down.
What a crossover by Allen Iverson.
What you think can happen sometimes can change in a split second.
Fake to three, crossed over on Ben, takes it to the rim. Francis with a crossover.
You get an opportunity to display some things that you practiced and learned all your life. And I think that's one of the best feelings in the world.
Did he get that shot off?
As a kid, that's what you dream about. You want to compete against the best so that you can see where you stand.
Here's Kidd. Oh, that is gorgeous!
Guys like that, as a defender, I always think it's the best way to defend them is just to try to keep the ball out of their hands. Because once they get it, they're too good to stop them.
The stars of Ankle Breakers Volume 1 are breaking new ground with explosive moves and slick ball handling that leaves defenders at their mercy. As for the question of who's the best, everyone has their own answer.
Iverson against the taller Prince for the lead. Yes!
I think Allen Iverson is the toughest in today's game because he has so many attributes he can hit you with.
He did it.
I rely on my dribbling ability and my speed.
Iverson is at it again. Got it! As they roar their approval here at the Wachovia Center.
Just watch how he handles the basketball. I think that gives him a great opportunity to get any shot that he wants on the court.
Iverson goes at Ginobili, falling away. Got it! He is too hot to handle. And we're talking a pretty decent defender in Ginobili.
My son really likes watching Allen Iverson, so I told him if there's one thing he can take from his game is learn how to dribble the ball like him, because you don't have to depend on anyone else to get you a shot.
You know, hearing it from your peers, the guys you play against, that's the best compliment you can get.
Open court, I would say Jason Kidd. He's just so fast and changes direction so quickly. It's just amazing just to watch him weave through the players and then get to the basket.
Jason Kidd with the lay-in.
And that's what makes him so effective, that they know he's a scoring threat in transition as well as he's going to be a playmaker.
Jason winds it, shines it, finds Scalabrine, who beats the clock for three. And New Jersey jars the ball loose. Kidd, sleight of hand, and it goes down. Oh!
Now you see me, now you don't.
A Doug Henning-like move.
He's a guy that's able to go 94 miles per hour and still cross shoot.
Hit the other way, nice move with the dribble.
A lot of times when guys use the crossover dribble, it's a change of pace, change of speed. With Jason, he can go straight right at you and then quick change.
Stutter step, scoop to the hoop, Jason Kidd, a brilliant play.
You can't react.
Who in the league is quicker on the break with the ball?
Dart to Swift off the glass from Jay Will.
Bowen up fake, comes down, kick it back outside, stolen by Jay Will. Jason bringing it up, they got 3-on-1. Alley-oop, yes, to Stroman.
And the Grizzlies are out and running. If he's not the quickest, he's in the same sentence with the next one or two guys.
Oh, what a crossover by Jay Will. Jason all the way to the hole.
Jason, got the open shot on the fake, and a lovely three-pointer by Jay Will. He had Cassell looking north when Jay Will headed south.
You gotta love that. I mean, this is just good basketball, faking the guy and taking the shot.
What a terrific pass.
He brings unbelievable flash and panache with the basketball.
Here's Jason. Behind the back to Posey. How sweet it is.
Jason who comes over the line, long bounce pass, give to Stroh. There's the jam, and that was beautiful.
He knows when to go for the home run to get the crowd in the game.
Jason Williams goes on his own.
13 difference between the two clocks. Jason, a three, in and out, in the end. It took a victory lap.
Some have changed uniforms, but their games remain the same. Tracy McGrady joined the Houston Rockets, bringing the unique combination of skills that have made him a superstar.
You know what? It just came natural to me. You rarely even see guys 6'8" being able to handle the ball in such a way that I do it.
McGrady all the way to the rack, and that was pretty.
McGrady backpedals, buries a three.
And look at McGrady. Tracy McGrady is starting to turn this game around.
I am a versatile player.
Christie goes for the steal.
A guy that can go inside, outside.
McGrady able to get to the basket
and use that left hand, showing you the multiple skills that he has.
It's how you want it.
You have him covered as well as you can, and the guy makes a super shot.
It's like dancing. You have to have some moves with it. You also have to have a little creativity and coordination.
Mike can shake in one way and go the other.
McGrady forcing it up and in.
How you want it, man. I can give it to you any kind of way, so how do you want it?
You know, T-Mac, cut it out. Stop that. I mean, it's all right for a man to shoot the ball, but T-Mac, don't shoot it and start running the other way before it goes through the basket. That's nasty.
He just makes it look too easy.
You got it in your game, bring it out once a game.
What a show this player puts on. My goodness.
And if you're feeling real good and real lucky, every chance you get.
Stephon Marbury has to be right there at the top.
He just splits a little seam right there and gets to the rim.
It's hard for one guy to contain him.
Another Marbury assist.
When you checking me, it's like you basically walking in the dark when you guarding me.
And McGinnis got that look, you ain't penetrating on me.
Yes, I am.
Deadly crossover, deadly crossover. You know, he's deceptive, and he'll go slow, and then he'll just speed up, and he's gone. He's at the hoop.
Stephon Marbury goes right at Olowokandi. Marbury out of bounds.
And this is his pet move right here, the penetration, hang time to draw the contact, and the finish.
Marbury goes past Sakalitis and puts it in.
But they're fine with the feline quickness wheeling to the hoop.
All in all, you know, New York guards definitely have the best handles.
You know, I think every team, every great team needs a point guard. You know, and that's exactly what Nash is. He's good at doing that. He knows how to distribute the ball.
People are on their feet. Here is Nash going inside. Baseline. And there's a beautiful pass by Steve Nash.
Here comes Nash. He's got Amari to his leg. Elevates and generates. That's what the Suns need. Got the ball in Steve Nash's hands.
One of my favorite players to watch is my Canadian buddy, Steve Nash has it. People underestimate his ability to shake somebody.
Nash with Odom coming out on him. Nash, he's going to pop the big one. Got it. He got it.
Sometimes you know what you're going to do, but it's dangerous to preconceive what you're about to do in basketball.
Nash through the obstacle course and puts it in with the right hand. That was a thing of beauty by Steve Nash. Here comes Nash over Vivian, straight and shoot for Nash.
Here comes the general. Steve Nash seeking a little opening. Ducks in with the left hand and off the glass.
I don't know where my creativity comes from. I think it's natural.
The best ball handler, I would have to go
Steve Francis.
Hey, Steve Francis.
Francis guarded by Arenas. Stevie on the fadeaway. Tough shot. Great crossover move around.
Francis still driving, lays it in.
The stuff he does with the ball is awesome. And he can cross you up. He can in and out you. He can do anything, basically.
Francis being played by Tracy McGrady. McGrady digging in. Francis to the fadeaway and score. Francis fires. And the Magic take the lead.
You're never really looking at the first man. You're always looking at the next defender. So who's coming over to help? So after you get your man, you go to the next guy and, you know, try to get him to move.
Francis on the crossover.
And sometimes you don't even take the shot.
Turkoglu for two. Nasty crossover. Had that whole defense suck into the lane area, leaving Turkoglu wide open. Francis lays it up and in.
He makes moves, and you ask him how you did it, he don't even know. It's just instinct.
Francis, what a shot! Get out of town!
Get the ball like this, and you're dribbling, and you're looking at your man, and then you break him. And then once he goes the other way, that's when you know you got somebody. I think that's, you know, something that you can cherish. You know, you can always remember that, hey, this is my bread and butter. I can go to this.
Right, Hill inbounds to Francis. Francis on the drive. He'll take it all the way. He scored! Count it! And the Magic win the game! Oh, you couldn't have written a better ending.
Yo, those are some of last year's top ankle breakers. And y'all seen there was some real cold cats in there. Every year, it seemed like it's always somebody new to come along. And last year was a lot of good rookies, including the Rookie of the Year, LeBron James. You know, there was a lot of hype about LeBron. He came in with some of the most hype I ever seen a player come in with. But he lived up to it. He was for real. Y'all seen his game. Y'all know the boy is definitely for real. I want to check out my man King James right now. Let's check him out right here on NBA Street Series, Ankle Breakers Volume 2. This is King James.
He loves the bright lights. He loves the center stage. LeBron James.
Pretty move. That was a pretty move by the 18-year-old James.
LeBron James to the offensive end. James whirls to the hole, and the Svechnikov on the Gund Arena floor tonight is LeBron James.
James's show against Salmons. Watch LeBron James. The creativity, folks. That's what you need in this league in order to be a star.
James all the way to the cup for two.
I get up to play against anybody. You know, I'm here for a reason. I'm here to play this game of basketball because I know I can.
LeBron, an offensive shining star tonight.
Sean Marion forced him to the baseline. He's got to realize there's no shot blocker back there right now.
He's got an ability to be able to accelerate in the open floor faster than anybody that I've ever seen at his size.
LeBron James accelerating and score. There's that speed we talked about in transition. I don't know if there's anybody in the NBA right now who gets from one end of the floor to the other quicker than LeBron James.
He goes so hard. I think people don't realize how fast he is. I mean, sometimes I get the outlet pass and I look to throw it to him, he's already past half court.
LeBron James in that special attack in the hoop with just immense body control to finish.
Just the whole package. He's so quick for a guy as big as he is, and when he gets to the rim, you can't stop him.
As LeBron James will powerfully go to the hoop with that strong send down.
He's very exciting to watch, not just by his dunks, but what I'm more impressed by is his passing ability, being able to get other guys involved. He makes his teammates better.
James into Boozer.
That's the best part of his game. Court vision and his ability to pass the ball and his feel for the game.
I get my teammates involved, in any parts of the game, and I'm always looking to help my teammates get in better positions to score.
James in the open floor. Great look, dumb him. Fly into the 10. James ahead of the pass. Oh, horrific look to Boozer for the smash. You can see it coming, but not too many guys can make that play.
Camera on. What's on, baby? What up, baby? What up, better?
When you look at someone as talented as LeBron, you know right away that he has it.
I know you're gonna dig this.
LeBron James baseline. James bounce into the cup. Beautiful finish from James. Just gorgeous with the left hand. Ansu Cisse trying to force LeBron James baseline. James wrapped around, fading away, and draining that jumper as he schooled Ansu Cisse.
He's going to be something special in this league.
LeBron into the hole for Newell, who went glass. It's spectacular 2-point game with the Golden State foul.
The biggest thing is his persona. He has a knack and ability about himself that lets him know that he can go out and get to the bucket and score points whenever he feels it. He goes out and plays the game like a 8 or 9 year vet.
Now LeBron James, hired on Parker. Oh yeah, put that down. And one, coming from the line.
Sky's the limit for LeBron as far as how far he can go. He's got big time talent.
LeBron James, he just brought that Magic Johnson-esque hook shot out running through the paint.
LeBron James has always exhibited a special sense of confidence, an ability to believe in himself, well-founded because he is so talented.
James crossing over, bouncing inside. LeBron James, the Atlanta building is his NBA playground.
Let's talk about a quality I think that he possesses that MJ, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird possessed. They all had that confidence in their ability, regardless of the expectations, regardless of the magnitude of the moment.
With 6 left. With 3, James for the tie. Bang! He splashed that triple. Big money, big hit. LeBron James.
They always rose above those expectations and gave fans, players, media more of what they were really looking for.
Yo, LeBron James was joined by another rookie phenom by the name of Carmelo Anthony. Many say we ain't seen a rookie duo like that since Magic and Bird. He turned the Denver Nuggets into a playoff team, and now they really exciting to watch. Some people call him Melo for his nickname, but ain't nothing mellow about his game. Let's check out Carmelo.
With the third pick in the 2003 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select.
I was only 19 years old. Of course, there were doubts. Everyone wondered would I be able to handle myself on this level. But what they didn't know was, I'm not here to handle myself.
Swing, one more.
I'm here to dominate.
Carmelo Anthony, beautiful move. I mean, that is a gorgeous move.
He made those ankles buckle as he crossed them over. What a pretty finish, and nice to see Carmelo attacking the hoop.
On the wing, Anthony. Oh, what a move.
Oh, what a move. Have a little coffee with that finger roll.
My. What can you say? What can you say?
Really don't want to see him one-on-one. If you're like in the front of him.
See ya later. Oh my, is he something?
Really don't want to see him.
Here's Carmelo, quick spin on ball. Take that.
Oh, creative. Carmelo Anthony, a scoop to the hoop.
Oh, what a move. Carmelo Anthony. Well, he has the ball in his hands a lot, and he doesn't hesitate.
His ball handling is incredible. And Carmelo has the chance to be one of the top 5 best players in this game. He has patent moves that basically are unstoppable. He's a great player.
Oh, a sensational move by Carmelo Anthony.
That just goes to show how much people respect me as a player. I'm going to go out there and give whatever I got to do my all. So that's just the way I was growing up. I strive for the best, try to do everything I can when I got to do it. The next generation, right here. Golden Nuggets.
Carmelo, oh, that's pretty. Take that! Oh, Jahidi White, an instant too late. He's on the poster.
The first time his father saw him, he said, "That's gonna be my little ball player."
Let's roll, baby, game time.
And from that day, that's all he said about him. He was gonna be his ball player.
I'm setting it for you. You come down.
Oh my, is he something? He is really something.
Almost 20 years later, that's exactly what he is.
What a pass by Carmelo Anthony.
His skills, unbelievable, really.
I mean, he should Miles. Miles right now, there's a jock strap here. Let me reach over the table and get that for him. That was nasty with a capital N.
I watch him on TV. My God, that's my baby.
A lot of people call themselves the chosen one. My family being so spiritual, I really understand what that means.
Hey, why we running?
Anthony hesitating on the hoop. Another beautiful move. That's why I like Carmelo Anthony. He can really get to the basket. Beautiful dunk. Gorgeous move by Carmelo Anthony.
Let's get him out of here, White.
What's up, boy?
My game.
My goodness.
It's a cocky, laid-back style.
The basket. How did he get that one up and in?
I'm so determined that I'm going to get by my defender regardless of who it is.
Right middle, Carmelo moves on. What a move by Carmelo. The kid's getting it done.
I love when I go this way, the defender go that way.
Anthony losing Stojakovic and laid it home. How nice was that?
I love that.
Forget about the move that got him to the baseline. The hesitation that froze Mark Blunt to allow him to go underneath him and dunk it. Oh, man. Where'd this kid come from?
By the way, I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland. And where I'm from, ain't no backing down. I don't care what challenge it is, ain't no backing down.
There's what you love about Carmelo, accepting the challenge, going at one of the best defensive players in the NBA, Kobe Bryant.
In the game of basketball, people gonna try to come at you and try to disrespect you day in and day out. So that's when the Baltimore mentality come up.
Oh, Carmelo, little shake and bake on top.
First step, JD, is dynamite.
Carmelo Anthony driving through a whole bunch of Rockets.
What a tremendous basketball play.
Melo's shot is just so pretty.
He is one of the most gifted athletes I've seen play at this level in a long time. And I've played with some great ones in James Worthy and Magic Johnson. And he is among that ranks with me.
Oh, what a shot.
He's a great low post player.
Jay! Oh.
And it's tough. It's not a lot of strong and powerful 6'8" small forwards in the league. I've seen some forwards trying to get on, and he just uses quickness against them. So, you know, it's always a mismatch for him.
It's a one-man show! Carmelo Anthony is out of his mind! Michael Redd defends Carmelo Anthony, or tries to. How about that shot?
Carmelo Anthony is so good at every aspect of the game. What an offensive genius Carmelo Anthony.
Right now, I mean, my confidence is high right now. That's the main thing that anybody can have in the pros is confidence. Once your confidence up, then can't nobody really tell you nothing.
How did he hit that? How in the world did he hit that?
He really has an explosive step. He has a relentless desire to score, and he will not be denied when it comes to putting the ball in the basket.
He's definitely one of the top players in the league. He can do so many things off the dribble. For somebody that big, he has a great handle. He can take you inside, out. He has everything. He has the whole package.
He's kind of a throwback player to the time of Alex English and Bernard King and James Worthy, just to name a few. He's a little bit better than you think in just about everything.
He's one of them guys like to go through you. You know, he want to feel you and get your body to you. But, you know, I saw his crossover. You know, he got a nice crossover. Just a guy who just get buckets and just has a knack for scoring. And guys like that is always up to guard.
I always count on what the defender gives.
Anthony steps back for 20. Yes!
If he throw one thing at me, I'm a counter it.
Carmelo again. Yes!
If I get any space between me and my defender, I'm going to shoot the ball.
Carmelo trying to shake Miles down.
That's what it was. He didn't even need to do that. He had Miles breaking his ankle left, breaking his ankle right, about ready to fall down. My goodness. Please run out to the stores and buy that number 15 jersey because he is amazing.
19 years old. What a prodigy he is.
This is how I'm living.
While LeBron and Carmelo was getting all the hype and the attention, there was another rookie sneaking up in the cut, Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade came into the league and a lot of people didn't know his name. He might not have got all the fame, but he definitely got the game. He took his team to the second round of the playoffs. So let's check out Dwayne Wade. Let's feel that heat, boy.
A crossover that could have broken an ankle. All sorts of skills for Dwayne Wade. That was a killer crossover from Dwayne Wade.
I grew up in Chicago, Illinois, Chi-Town's finest. My go-to move is the basic crossover.
Well, he has that great crossover. That time he changed directions on a dime.
His right to left crossover is definitely ankle breaking. It's like ridiculous. I've watched him in highlight tapes. You see somebody defending him, he crosses over from right to left and he's completely out the picture.
That's special. No other way to say it. That is special in this league from Dwayne Wade.
I just think the kid has so much talent, man. He almost can do anything out there he want to do on the floor, and you know, I'm just happy to be on this team with him, man. You know, to be honest with you, he's just a great player, man.
Wade draws the foul and gets the field goal. Well, there's the crossover by Wade and the reverse.
He's gonna always do something spectacular. So, Dwayne Wade, I go pay to see him break some ankles for sure.
Dwayne Wade and a foul.
Spectacular move by a spectacular young player, Dwayne Wade.
Wade, look at him cross over and into the front court. Oh my! What a play by Dwayne Wade!
Nobody can stay in front of Dwayne Wade. I mean, 1 year in the league and nobody can stay in front of this guy. It's an incredible, incredible weapon.
Dwayne Wade getting it done off the dribble.
To take someone off the dribble is great. That's a part of my game that I love to do. It shows your strength, it shows your confidence.
And Dwayne's confidence was never more evident than in his first trip to the playoffs in 2004, when his Miami Heat took on the New Orleans Hornets.
Dwayne Wade has got the magic.
He has the crossover. He could jump out of the building. And in the playoffs, he just dominated. He took over. He carried the team on his back. A rookie with key clutch shots.
Here we go. Maybe game one will be decided right here. Wade puts it up. It's good.
Yeah, baby. Came through. Yes. Stan Van Gundy went to the rookie and he delivered.
First thing about the shot is obviously that we had the confidence to put the ball in the hands of a rookie against a great player in Baron Davis in that situation. And I think that speaks to how much we as a coaching staff and his teammates thought of him. There was nobody rolling their eyes saying, why is this guy getting the ball? They all knew it was going there, wanted it to go there.
Dwayne Wade has created pandemonium here in the Heat's house with the go-ahead bucket.
We've been calling him a problem child all year. He creates problems for anybody that guard him. And man, that's just another typical Dwayne Wade shot. You know, when the game on the line, he's one of the guys you can count on.
First game against New Orleans, it did a lot for my confidence. For one, coach putting the ball in my hand at that moment. And for two, you know, I knew I was shooting it. And when I hit it, you know, it just felt, you know, it was a great feeling.
After eliminating the Hornets in 7 games, the Heat would face the top-seeded Indiana Pacers in the conference semifinals. And Dwayne responded to the challenge by raising his game to an even higher level.
Nobody can stop that man, Dwayne Wade. Here comes Dwayne, bumped by O'Neal. Yes, and it counts. Superman has done it again.
You know, once the playoffs came, he proved that he can, you know, play with the big boys. And to me, that showed a lot about his heart and about his character.
And though the Heat were eliminated by the Pacers, Dwayne had taken his place in the spotlight with a brilliant performance on the postseason stage.
He really stepped his game up, especially in the playoffs. He really proved that he could be a big, you know, star player in this league. And I think people were kind of sleeping on him in the beginning. You know, from draft night, you know, they were kind of shocked that he was 5th, but you know that he just proved that he should have been maybe the first player taken.
Wade's impressive rookie season earned him a spot on the 2004 U.S. Olympic team. And while he was competing overseas, the Heat were shaking things up back home by acquiring the game's biggest star.
Me and Shaquille O'Neal, it's still like a dream come true to me to be playing with one of the most dominant players to play the game. I don't know what to call him. I mean, the big Deporter, big Aristotle.
I'm telling you now, it's Dwayne Wade's team. He's the point guard. Eddie's his medium-sized brother, and I'm his big brother.
Well, the funny thing about that was I had just said that like 2 days in the paper before that it was Shaq's team hands down. And he came back and said that, but you know, I just came back with his our team. So we can do this together, big fella.
And it didn't take long for Dwayne and Shaq to connect on the court as they formed the NBA's newest 1-2 punch.
Wade curls it for Shaq. A slam and a foul. Wade gets inside, blocked. Oh, I couldn't tell if it was blocked or not. It looked like it was blocked. It might have been a pass. That's how talented Dwayne Wade is. Shaq hands off Wade. Look out. Oh, what a play. What a shot by Wade. Oh, baby. The 9th assist for Dwayne Wade.
But Dwayne remained just as creative flying solo.
Oh, baby. I told you make you jump out of your seat at least twice a night.
Eric's a good friend of mine, and I felt really bad for him. But, you know, he's a competitor. He understands, you know, that's all in the game of basketball. You know, sometimes you're going to get crossed over, your ankle's going to get broken, you're going to fall, and people are going to laugh at you tomorrow.
They say in the schoolyards, Wade breaking the ankles of Eric Snow.
You said I pushed off. I don't think I did, yeah, but it was a good move, and you know, Shaq told me I should have finished it with the jumper, but you know, I was shocked myself.
Dwayne Wade has been fantastic. He has taken the NBA by storm. Great rookie year, strong finish, and then he has been brilliant.
Wade, beautiful baseline, move for the jam. Oh, you gotta love Dwayne Wade, don't you?
He's a warrior. I mean, he gets after it. He's very, very competitive, very intense. Really exactly what you want. A guy who, when he's out there, competes as hard as he possibly can. He steps off the court. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Yes, sir, Miami. Dwayne Wade.
I love having the ball in my hand. I just feel like I'm in control when I got the ball in my hand, and I love being in control.
Here we go again, another dramatic finish with 4.5 seconds left in overtime, and we are tied at 105. Wade has the ball, and the game is in his hands. He puts it up. It is good! He did it! Dwayne Wade has won the game! 39 points, a new career high!
Them young dudes is kind of flashy, but it's other ways to bust ankles. Take, for instance, my guy Mike Bibby from the Sacramento Kings. He got that like old school, classic point guard type of game. It's more like steady and smooth. He looking around the court. But he still got his own flavor, something new. So let's check out Mike Bibby.
He's the king of his court and the general of his team. And whenever the ball is in Mike Bibby's hands, good things usually happen for Sacramento.
Bibby right down the lane. Oh, where those sprinkler systems on? Mike Bibby is on fire.
Just try to keep control of it, just try to make things go.
Mike, Mr. Steady. He's just, Mike is the man.
Steady. Mike plays a real steady game. And when you want to have somebody with the ball, someone playing steady, someone using their head, Mike is at the top of the list.
Oh, Mike Bibby with a pretty reverse.
I think he's another John Stockton. He knows how to set his teammates up and get his teammates the ball.
Mike is one of the top point guards, and I give him a lot of responsibility. We don't make a lot of calls. He's got to get us into our offense, and he's got to make sure that he involves everybody. But the same token, he's a playmaker.
If he's going, it's going to be a long night, and you just have to, hope he's off that night.
Bibby changing directions. Oh, Mike Bibby with a pretty reverse. Bibby. Oh, boy! And they're electrified here in Sacramento.
I think I'm a little bit quicker than what I look, kind of jerky kind of movements, and sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to do with the ball, so I think it's a little tough for the defender to know.
Oh, I learned early to keep your hands up and be ready, because at any time it could be coming.
Bibby whips it and whips it good to Brad Miller.
You'd be way over there and not sure, and then be like all of a sudden hit you in the back of their head or something, so you just got to be ready all the time.
Mike's game is one of deception. I think that really gives him an edge over a lot of guys.
Bibby picked up by Cummings. Oh, what a fake by Bibby! Incredible seductive move by Mike Bibby, who's got 16.
Mike is very deceptive. He does a great job of going in different directions. Just a great ball handler in a tough matchup. So he has a very, very lethal in and out, which is misdirection that a lot of players nowadays don't really work at, and I think that he has one of the best ones.
He's so clever with the ball. I think he really surprises people how he gets around guys.
Mike Bibby into Weber. Weber broke stride. Great pass.
He sets the guy up. He's going to take him right 3 or 4 times just for that time and that opportunity when he can take him left.
Very good shooter, a guy that can handle the pressure, a guy that's cool under pressure.
He steps up and makes big shots when his team needs him to.
When the game's on the line, we put the ball in his hands. He's a very clutch player.
Back to Bibby has the open shot. And there's a player, a big-time player. He loves these moments. He is loving every second of it.
What always makes a point guard one of the best is when his team is successful. And Mike's been on teams that have consistently won year in and year out since he's been in Sacramento. And I think that separates you from other guards when you're the leader of your team, but the team also consistently wins games, and you have to give him credit for that.
After Bibby, Bibby's jumper. He got it just before the clock expires. Bibby. No! And they're on their feet. Here we go.
He brings so much
leadership to the game. And he knows what he has to do for us to win games. He's the catalyst of this team.
I think he's gotten better every year, and we're going to have more ways to use him. But he's just such a highly efficient offensive player. It's just good to have him on our team.
Bibby, and put that in the book and send them to the line. Oh boy, how about Mike Bibby?
I think he's the true definition of a point guard in the 2000 era because he can score and pass and shoot, which many point guards can't do. Definitely one of the best point guards I've ever been on the court with.
That Western Conference got to be hard on the ankles with all them slick point guards. Another one is Tony Parker, a native of France, making himself right at home in San Antonio. See, the thing with Tony is, man, he's so quick. He got that blinding speed. He'll leave you in the dust. So let's just hope he don't leave us. Let's check out Tony Parker.
To make in the NBA, you have to be strong mentally. That's the difference between good players and great players. It also helps to be faster than everybody.
Parker is an igniter.
Boy, he's quick. My goodness. You see that little burst of speed?
His speed.
Look at that speed.
Up to Parker.
He can fly.
Parker motors past Kip. The teardrop. Got it!
Toughest thing about defending Tony Parker is he's super fast.
There's nobody like Tony. Create havoc, getting that ball up and down the floor, and you know, you get those type of transition buckets. That makes the game a lot easier. And the guy's quick as lightning.
Boy, he's quick. Final shot time, Tony Parker, the distance. So Tony Parker didn't waste any time with about 5 ticks left on the clock.
Well, he's low to the floor, so you know, he goes from point A to point B faster than anybody in the NBA.
Barron a little out of control on that one. Here comes Tony Parker, and Parker's the leading scorer of this game.
He's got breakaway speed where he can go by people, and he uses that.
Oh, here's that. Look at that speed. Can Wally catch it?
Parker against Serbiak, floats it home.
He goes from 0 to 100 like that.
About a 3-second differential between the game clock and shot clock. Parker goes by Bryant as if Kobe was tied to the floor. He was.
That's the toughest part about him, his acceleration from a standstill to all the way in the lane, and the defender really doesn't know what happened.
Charles Smith finds the open man, Tony Parker. He penetrates and scores.
Speed, and it's very hard to stop.
Tony all the way to the rack. Got it to fall.
I'm very fast, so I like to use that to penetrate.
That was just speed.
You can't teach speed. No matter what, you can't teach speed.
Parker. He's fouled and scores. He'll go to the line. Tony Parker.
There are people, you know, trying to get quicker every day. But somebody that's quick, they're quick. There's nothing you can do.
This guy is out to play today. He's full of energy.
His speed is something that you can't teach. Tony Parker putting on his show tonight again.
I do everything fast, you know, I eat fast, you know, my father's always mad at me, you know. I'm always fast in my life too, you know, so maybe it's just a habit.
Growing up in France, Tony Parker followed a different path from many other kids, playing basketball instead of soccer. His skills took him across the Atlantic to the NBA, and his crossover wasn't just cultural.
You know what hit him that time? He got crossed over, and his feet became lead. Tony Parker, sneaky fast.
Tony Parker's ability to cross somebody over is multiplied when he adds his speed to it.
Backdoor trying to go to Stockton, picked up by Tony Parker. 2 minutes left to the half. Parker down the middle. Take right to left. He's in there. Looking up with the right hand. Score. Beautiful move as he swung right through.
He uses his God-given talents, and that's, you know, I'm not going to play around with you left. If I can go by you left, I'm going by you left. If I can go by you right, I'm going to go by you right.
Parker tosses it up and in.
It's boom, to the point.
Parker with a wicked crossover and a score in the lane. Tony Parker.
Parker on the run with the teardrop. Tony Parker
Beautiful
with
finish.
pressure on, does it again.
I'm telling you, the rookie can play.
He'll be playing with the ball and he'll be able to get a standstill waiting for a pick and roll and just be able to take off.
Nice drive by Tony Parker.
It's just like a quick change with my hands. I like to do that, and I think it's effective. Like Iverson is just different.
Nash trying to pick up the defense. Tony Parker left him.
Oh, man. Well, that made Nash sicker than that fruit poison as he turned his stomach over twice on that crossover.
He crossed Nash right over and went right to the hole.
Tony's extremely quick, so he gets into the paint, almost whenever he wants. And I think the thing that's made him extremely difficult to guard is that he's got a little floater in the lane.
Parker puts it up and hits it. He floats it through the air.
Tony combines his speed and shooting touch to form his favorite weapon, the teardrop shot, which has tormented defenders throughout the league.
He goes to the hole with the big guys running at him. He still puts it up high and it just falls softly through the net. It's pretty sweet sight. I'm amazed that a guy as young as he is has developed a shot like that already.
Now Parker will penetrate, spins past Fortune, lay it up and good. A beautiful move to the basket by Tony Parker.
Parker again. Another great move.
That floater that is so hard to block or to stop. So I wouldn't like being in front of him in an ISO.
He does it! He got it! 1.2 to play! Tony Parker drains it!
I love to use my teardrop as my bread and butter. It makes the big man so mad. I like that.
And when a quick shot is needed, Tony can provide that too.
3 and a fraction seconds remaining as the final shot goes in by Parker. Leaning forward, off balance.
Tony Parker has quickly arrived as one of the NBA's most exciting point guards, and now is full speed ahead on his road to stardom.
Back in the day, the Boston Celtics had the original ankle breaker, Bob Cousy. Now they got another one in Paul Pierce. See, Paul Pierce can break you down in many ways. They call him the truth. And anybody who guard him know can't handle the truth. Let's check out Paul Pierce.
With the first pick in the 1998 NBA Draft, with the 4th pick, with the 8th pick, with the 10th pick in the 1998 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Paul Pierce from the University of Kansas.
Hi, I'm Paul Pierce, and I play forward for the Boston Celtics. Take one.
9 teams bypassed Paul Pierce in the 1998 draft before he was chosen by the Celtics, and he set out to make them all regret it.
Pierce. Good hands just to control the ball. Comes up, shoot. Oh, nicely done.
Uh-oh, he's about to cross him over.
Pierce, double team. Keeps the dribble alive. Pierce to the basket.
This guy's a throwback. I mean, they love the kind of ball and the character this guy's bringing.
Pierce with a beautiful shot over Otis.
Getting shot top against this kid. Pierce, nice move with the dribble there. Hits the runner.
I'm like a super gumbo, I'm a little bit of everything. You like a bowl of gumbo, you put a little bit of everything in there. Play about 2 or 3 positions, I can handle the ball.
Moving all over Pierce. Ball with a crossover. Creates a little space. High on the glass. The double clutch by the Celtics All-Star plus the foul. How about that one? Now that 3 with 23 seconds on the clock is okay with Reggie taking it. And Paul Pierce with another of one of his dazzling adventures to the rim.
Adventures would be what you'd call that.
He's the throwback because Paul is a gym rat. To see the growth in Paul's game has been such a joy to me.
Pierce pops out, fakes it. Off the bounce, Pierce a step back. For 3. Big hoop. 32 for Paul Pierce. Big time shot as usual.
I love Paul because, again, he's like old school.
Kick the beat!
even the game's best defenders have been burned by Pierce, who adds to his highlight reel each time he steps on the court.
You know, I think it's funny. I don't know if you call it a new generation fan or whatever you call it. They love him because he makes unbelievable plays.
Pacers by 13, 7.5 to go. Here's toughest shot of the night today he makes.
Well, I'm looking at his defense, looking at his balance, which way he's leaning. Try to get him rocking one way and then go the other way. And that way I can get off a shot or get to the basket.
And two of them need to be threes. Here's two. Watch this move. Here's again. Nice move off the dribble. Yes! And foul. Well, what a move by Pierce. That's even better when you look at it. What a shot that was.
Usually I can rock a guy with a dribble to sleep or, you know, use one or two dribbles to get to the bucket or go into my fadeaway jump shot.
Here's Pierce fading away. He's got it and he is fouled. And that is a Paul Pierce specialty.
Paul's probably one of the best one-on-one basketball players in the league. You know, he's very deceiving. You know, he has great one-on-one moves. Oh, when he's on fire, when he's on a roll, you can forget about it.
Pierce again working on Harrington. Pierce, another tough one. 29 for Pierce. And Paul Pierce right now is unstoppable.
Paul, you know, he's a great scorer. You know, he just know how to get his shot off. So, you know, if it's either the crossover or just to go right through you or the spin, you know, he's just a scorer. And he has a beautiful jump shot. And he's just one of the guys that I will, you know, pay to go watch if I was a fan.
Get Ruben Patterson on him, blows by him. Pierce to the basket.
It seems that Pierce can penetrate any defense, but for all his individual talent, he's also the total team player.
He's a guy that at the end of the game you can give him the ball and he can get his own shot. But more importantly, he can get shots for his other teammates who may not be able to get their own shot. And so that makes Paul Pierce so dangerous.
Oh, tremendous play to Ricky Davis. T comes, gives a little screen. Pierce goes the other way. Now he comes back and uses it, rubs off his man. But T on the cut. Wonderfully done by Paul Pierce. Paul looking to work on Hassel. Gets it to Wow!
Paul's competitive fire is constantly burning. And he's not just tough on defenders' ankles. He gets inside their heads as well.
Pierce, 2 on the clock, has to take it. Buries a three. Oh, what a shot that was. That's vintage Paul Pierce.
It just means you demoralize them. They don't feel like, you know, they have a chance to guard you. Once you break their ankles or dunk on somebody, you totally take them out their game. And then once you give them that stare and talk to them a little bit, you got them.
Just torching him. Look at Harrington. He's talking to Pierce and talking to each other. Come on, bring it. Bring it, big fella. Show me what you got. Pierce pulls up for a three. That's what I've got.
Paul Pierce is the leader of the Celtics, one of the league's top scorers, and an all-star. But he also prides himself on being part of that elite group of NBA ankle breakers.
It means that I'm well respected around the league and there's not too many defenses that can stop me because I'm constantly breaking ankles.
Pierce needs a screen. 3 seconds. Pierce takes it. Got it! Paul Pierce at the buzzer.
Yo, we gonna take y'all from Boston down to New Orleans so we can check out the point guard for the Hornets, Baron Davis. He can do it all, but one of the best things he does is handle the rock. And he's doing it in a city that they call the Big Easy. But if you know, it ain't nothing easy about trying to stop BD. So let's check out Baron Davis, y'all.
Baron Davis, who has come on and headed for big-time stardom.
We mentioned Davis, an uncanny blend of power and quickness at 6'3", 225.
Little double spin by Davis and scores.
Davis a swirling dervish on that play.
Davis right up the gut to the basket for 2. Oh, what a shot.
He can take the ball wherever he wants to take it. Sometimes the game is too easy for him.
When he gets out on the open floor and he's like a little pit bull coming at him, the opposing player eyes get real big like salsa plates and they know they can't stop him.
Baron Davis pulling one out of the bag of tricks here.
Baron is unique. He's a guy that if you're not careful, you may
take for granted, and he may embarrass you.
Baron Davis, charging past the clerk. Oh, he throws up Andrew. He ended up on his backside. I'd rather take a foul than to get twisted up like that. Good point.
He does things that you just put your hands on your head and be like, how you get past that guy like that?
Davis, nice crossover handle. Hits the jump shot and the foul.
I asked Baron Davis before the game if he was still hot. He nodded his head, said yes, and this should answer all the questions. See you later. Bye-bye. Into the middle of the paint. Great move.
I've seen him break down a lot of people. And I be sitting over there like, I'm glad I'm playing with him now.
To be known as an ankle breaker, that means nobody's going to come up and really try to challenge you defensively. When I come down, I'm thinking about, okay, all right, I got the crowd on my back. I got everybody watching me. It's me and him. If he cut me off, I got a combo move. And then after that, I'm thinking like 2 or 3 moves to try and embarrass him as much as possible.
Showtime.
Here comes Baron.
Great move by Baron Davis down the lane.
Here's Davis. Oh, nice drive down the lane. Puts it. Oh, what a shot! Baron Davis. The foul on Radmanovich.
Well, he shook Lewis first, and he takes it in, and he finishes with the left hand. We talk about his strength, but this is exceptional strength. Watch him shake Lewis. See ya. Lewis goes the wrong way. Radmanovich gets turned inside out.
What a play.
Take a look at Baron Davis now. Has it all, does it all.
Davis a little nervous for another beater. My goodness. Someone stop number 1, please.
Davis, the LA native, a lot of shake and bake in his game. And basketball is a game of improvisation. And this man, one of the best right there, improvising.
Growing up, man, playing across the street at South Park Elementary, across the street from my house, playing against older dudes. Can't go through them. And you learn how to get around people. You learn how to maneuver and create shots for yourself when you're playing playground basketball. I think that helped me evolve into the player I am now. So now I got a one-on-one situation. It's easy for me to get a shot off.
Kobe defends Baron. Around the screen, what a move by the Baron, and he finishes it off.
What a play. Baron Davis shook Kobe Bryant like a bad habit.
For when he is on his game, look at his body, look at the size, the power, the strength, the quickness. This guy's got the entire package.
It's a clear out situation, you know, game on the line. I know that I can get to the basket.
Baron Davis inbounds to Brown. 6 seconds, 5. Top side of Baron Davis on the deck and driving and dunks.
Baron Davis has won this basketball game.
Guys are going to be having nightmares about Baron Davis. They'll be counting to Baron and they can't sleep.
When it gets down to attack time, when he gets into the paint, now you have to deal with his size.
Guy, he's a bull. There's no doubt about it. He loves to level you off and then take you down inside with that upper body strength.
He's got a big booty. I mean, I just say it like that. His butt is big. He got an advantage, so if he do post you up, that big booty gonna knock you off the post.
Baron, up and under on Wade. Oh, put him away. Yes, he did. Oh, school's in for the rookie.
That was right out of a textbook in terms of footwork.
He's a guy that works on his game during the summer and there's great pride in what he brings to the court.
And Baron Davis with a magician-like pass.
You watch the Magic Johnsons, Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan.
Here comes Jordan. Behind the back, what a play.
Every year they got better and they improved on something in their game. That's one thing that I learned from just watching them. Every year I want to get better as far as my approach, mental focus, leading my teammates, becoming a better point guard, and understanding situations and really understanding how to become a coach out there on the floor.
Davis, I tell you, he plays with such poise. He makes the game look easy.
I like his game, Austin. I am a believer in Baron Davis.
Coach Wooden used to talk about it all the time, that basketball is quickness and balance. And I've known a lot of guys who had quickness, they had no balance. And I think this is the one thing that Byron has. He has the ability to get by you, but he has the ability to finish.
And left him in his shoes.
tell you, he's a player, boy. I mean, he's a big-time point guard.
The guys found out with the ankle break that this guy can really be an MVP candidate in this league.
If you want a game-defining play, that was it.
So much room for improvement that when he's in his prime, when he's 27, 28, 29, he may change the game.
Yo, y'all, that's it for the NBA Street Series Ankle Breakers Volume 2. I hope you enjoyed it, and just in case you ain't get enough, we're gonna show y'all some last moves from some shaking and baking and ankle breaking. My name is Common. I wanna thank y'all for chilling with me on West 4th Street, right here in New York. I had a good time. I know you had a good time, but I think I'm ready to go bust somebody's ankles. And them cats over there, they gave my ice, so I'm about to go hurt some ankles real quick. Thank y'all once again. Love to you. This is the NBA Street Series Ankle Breakers Volume 2. Peace, y'all.
They call it nothing, ain't calling y'all. That's the way the ball is ball. Lays it up. My goodness! Marbury. Oh, what a move from Marbury! Steve Nash stirs the crowd like he entered on a yo-yo. Crossover.
That's a backyard playground play.
How sweet it is! Austin with the ball fake to the gut. Where did he go, Doc? Which way did he go? Dribble penetration by Jason Williams. Beautiful move by Carlos Arroyo. Cross is over. Oh my goodness! I don't believe what I just saw. You are helpless. Now behind the net degree. Outside the rim. Spins on Sprewell. Hangs and goes and he got it. Here comes Parker. Oh, he broke some ankles there. Iverson again. He is too hot to handle. Oh, man, he broke some ankles on that play. Gary with the left hand. They ooh and ah here. Wow. Quick with that move. Street ball, baby.
I think that's what the fans came to see. That was an old schoolyard play there.
Ankle break is kind of quote unquote when you cross somebody over or you make a move on a guy that totally kind of leaves him off balance and shakes him out of his shoes. So.
Oh, crossover Marbury. Count the basket and call a foul on Mo Taylor.
Which way did he go, Doc? Which way did he go?
When you go one way and the defender goes the other.
Here's the spin move, quick spin, and the floater by Baron Davis off the glass.
The crossover, you got to have a knack for it. More than working on it every day in the gym, it's just got to be something that comes real natural.
On a D-Mac. McGrady, nice fake. He's going in. He stuffs it home.
It's when, you know, a guy's coming down and you're trying hard. You're in your defensive stand, and he just hires you and gives you two moves, crossover behind the back.
Crawford goes at Barry. Crossover moves. Oh, pretty move from Jamal Crawford.
When you just totally get the guy out of the picture, is that's the ankle break.
Francis with a crossover once, twice. Fades, fires, good.
He'll hand back to Arroyo. Arroyo splits the defenders. Underhand scoop to 5 feet out. What a play. Send over for the LAB. Arroyo splitting two defenders and then the underhand scoop from 5 feet away. Put it softly at the bottom of the net.
Putting a move on them, you know, where they just completely lost after you go by them.
Jason Williams with the quick crossover move, then the pass to Bo Outlaw.
Just pray, you know. You just, when you see it, you tell yourself, don't look, don't move.
And here comes Kidd.
And he does what you want a great point guard to do at the end of a ball game, attack the hoop if at all possible.